inside, you're outside, and you're like, oh, I want to go inside. You know what? It's sunny out. I think I'll go outside. And then I'd walk and I'd be like, oh no, dog. And I'd come. Actually, it's pretty funny, right? Yeah. Holy shit, that was one of my first. Oh, God. Sorry to upstage everybody. Yeah, sorry. It is actually funny. Sorry, maybe it's cute. It's cute. I was cute.
And you got that by asking yourself, what are you ashamed of?
I don't know. Now my new stuff. Bro, you gotta see my new stuff. You gotta see my new stuff.
Jeremy Allen of it?
When I got heads off in slow motion on my special, it was.
When you tied a cow up, that bit?
I will spit my beer, yes.
Jeremy, are you from LA?
Yeah.
What part?
West Side.
What's the west side? What part?
Woodland Hills. Yeah.
Really? The valley? And you call it the west side? Because it sounds cool.
What got you to do stand-up? Was it just being funny around your friends?
I'm kind of a funny guy.
Yeah. Good. Who are your heroes? Besides me,
Anthony Bullets. Anthony Bullets.
Hey, man.
Really?
He's my hero.
Yeah, there you go.
That's somebody's favorite joke of all time.
Well, Jeremy, you are, without a doubt, one of the funniest Lopez's we've ever had on the show. I thank you so much.
Yeah.
He's on Twitter at Slopez. At Slopez. SLOWPZ. So, you sort of answered this. Like that Ritz thing, for example.
Yeah, I did.
Did you really?
I wore a wig.
Tell us
I
about it.
just remembered that.
You go out in the wig, or
I would go out, and my mother had a wig. We had the same color, my mother and I would wear her wig, which was not really, but you couldn't prove it was a wig because it was a short, so it looked like I had this really awesome bushy hair, and I would wear it. And I remember a comedian who was older named
You
Star.
bought it because of the color.
I did. It looked like it was my real hair, and I would go out there with the wig on, but it was a little bit like the way he wears a hood. I was kind of hiding and playing a character, and I was cutting together.
Was it long? Like how?
It was
the Chappelle Show.
Charlie Murphy telling a guy in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
The first sketch I ever did on Mad TV, it's my introduction to film. I was, just in LA. The first thing we did was called Schindler's Lost, written by Jews. It was all written by Jews, and I remember,
Which is rare.
right, and I remember going, and I played Schindler, and I was lost. I couldn't find directions to get the Jews to save. I'm not kidding. To save the Jews from being put on the trains, and I was my major in college. I was a history major, and my area of focus was Nazi Germany. And I remember going, I don't know if you guys know how bad the Holocaust. I know you might be Jewish, but you're from LA. I literally remember shooting the scene. This is crazy. Like, there's no way. And I'm yelling at you guys. We're on the board, practically. And I'm doing this fucking bad Liam Neeson impersonation. And Steven Spielberg. So this is what we were told. Steven Spielberg heard that we were making fun of the movie, and said he'd do everything he could to shut us down if we aired it. And that thing's a can, and it's summer. We never get. Maybe I don't remember things. How about that?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Go
ever
hold your
seen-
farm.
Did you ever get to watch the edit of that?
I never saw but it doesn't matter. Everything I do is so.
Let's get back to the comedians. Let's do it.
Anniversary. It sounds longer when you say, I'd rather say 24 months than 2 years. I said, give me the days, if I calculated the days for you, I retire, because that's is also a strong word, because I pretty much just arrived, and she demanded that I put it down payment on some, because there is obviously some crying going on. I get annoyed at my girlfriend all the time, and I don't know. I don't have a car myself. I have too many DUI. She said, "Oh, I have an idea. I'll just set off the emergency car alarm." And I said, "Have you done this before?" She said, "I do it every day."
Fight the bear. Get away from the bear, Brian.
Okay. Brian, you buried the lead in your whole act. The fucking crazy part is you have a lot of DUI.
Yeah.
You're talking about all this other shit. And meanwhile, I want to hear about your DUIs.
Just two.
willing to give it up. There's something funny there about how you're willing to put up with whatever it takes to not, give up your drink. I don't know.
I'm not that big of a drunk.
Oh, you're not?
How long have you been doing stand-up?
3 years.
Where are you from?
I started in Chicago, but I'm from Phoenix.
How long have you lived in LA?
I'm here for like another day or two.
And then you go
I've
back.
been here for 3
Then you
weeks.
go back to Arizona.
I go to Chicago.
You live in Chicago, but you're from Arizona.
That's right.
How long have you been in LA?
Just a few weeks.
What did you get to see or do here that was fun?
I've just stayed along the strip.
What are you gonna say about LA? Chicago.
Yeah, I was here last week.
Yeah, that's cool. We got it.
That's pretty good luck.
Week.
It's here now. And they're fucking atrocious.
It's not gonna stay.
Why am I?
It didn't work. What's that, Brian?
Too many.
I'm kidding. All right, guys.
7:30.
Oh. So Brian, before going back to Chicago, he's black 18 and lives in Knoxville. How long have you been dating this girl?
2 years.
How's it going?
It's great.
She lives in Chicago.
No, she lives here. That's why I'm visiting.
Oh, you said that. What does that mean? Here, so I'm literally thinking. You know what? Kelly's a very Irish name. That's
right.
You have 2 eyes.
That's right.
Do you think that your ancestors would be proud of you keeping up that tradition?
They probably didn't live
You
as long.
probably come from a long line of Irish people saying, fuck it, I drive.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Brian, you have the excitement energy of a school. The school office day.
Cool.
No, I love your style, man. Have fun in Chicago. Come back and see
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Kelly, he hells. These people are in relationships. It's not crazy. Everybody's in a girlfriend. Everybody's talking about crazy. Yeah, it's nuts. A few years single. This guy years ago, and I think he's been on 3 weeks. 3 years ago for Chandler. Great.
Yo, got any parents out here tonight? Yeah. She was laying in bed. As I lay there and watching the sun, I couldn't help but think, do I really need to wash her piss off both? Can I wait a little while? Her, she's only 3. I went 30 minutes someone else's. I wake up, flip the covers back, open it's him. He just got it on his style. And I've got to hurry and meet him to school on Monday so I can tell everyone he tried to touch my dick. Just me with my daughter when she was about a year old around the house with her dad. Comes, tries to hand me a fucking turd. I snapped. I went, ah. She because she's been on the space bar.
Of the computer. Okay.
Yeah, longer. It's part of a longer thing, and I knew I was approaching.
When you did it space bar, I thought it was some kind of candy bar.
I computer.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That's part of a
So
longer
he
thing.
said space bar, and he thought, oh, that's a type of candy.
I literally did that. Like, the way his end, I'm like, oh, that's some kind
Oh,
of
that's
bar.
being Southern candy, Southern
He
Gentleman.
didn't mention computer at all.
Typewriter?
I don't know if Chandler is a type.
No.
In your own
Thing, I gotta scrub this. But it doesn't matter. I gotta wear that mask. But listen, you got a minute, bro. Got a fucking minute. You telling me these long stories. You're literally like telling me a joke.
It's so true. A lot of people
Taking a lot of other people out.
But I mean, you got a minute.
They don't write jokes for a minute. That you just do one line.
But it's so true. Even guys that do 4 or 5 minutes on the night show, they have a laugh in their first 30 seconds. Hopefully.
You know, she's 3 years old. She was so cute. She was cuddling me. I had to watch the piss of both of us. There's something there.
A few times last night, I had friends show up, so I said, well, outside of since they're here. And I just
If you're from
Premise of the piss thing that once you get some on me, that it's, you know, like, some of
Like your idea, there's something there. You got a minute. It's hard.
Now, Chandler, you're from Alabama,
Yeah.
and you've been doing stand-up how long?
This is my 7th time on stage.
Oh, okay.
all right.
Brand new.
So, yeah.
Oh, you did a good job then.
Yeah, yeah.
You did a good job. It's hard. It takes balls to get up on stage. 7th time, you know what the fuck is going on. You did a good job.
Yeah, thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Sorry. I mean, neither. I just and just keep asking yourself. It's like ask yourself the next question. So I'm thinking about peeing. It's like, why am I thinking about that? Where's the truth in there somewhere?
It is true. The most common mistake, and I think everybody's guilty of it when they're very first starting out, is there's this thought that you have to set it up to be able to knock it down. But the truth is you can just come in throwing punches. Yeah, you're already throwing punches. The strongest offense is fucking a strong offense. So you just have to go for it.
Like right now, you're at the 7th time, so just keep getting up on stage.
Right. But take that note and let it hit hard now. Then edit that shit down.
Yeah.
That didn't really hit me until I was like 6 months in. And I remember I went down to what was my first paid gig, maybe 4 or 5 or 6 months in, whatever. But Sam Tripoli took me down the way, and he's like, "Dude, you're doing good, bro. But the setups are way too long, bro. You just trim that shit, fucking trim it." I'm doing this with his fingers. And like, you gotta trim the fucking fat. You gotta trim the fat. And it was so true. And then all of a sudden it's pow, pow, pow. Nothing's stopping the crowd from laughing other than long setup.
Yeah, keep coming back to it, man.
At her back, get a shit on her back. And turn it into a 100% red chip.
But you can have artistic license, you know? Maybe
Never dated a white person.
Do you feel it all? See that also.
I think it's why are we not talking about last your last name? Right?
O-H-R-A-P-R.
Right with an R. Oh, I get it. Right.
I'm feeling the counter right.
And do you talk about that? That your last name is Raper? If I can.
That's hilarious. It's funny. In a row, and you said he told you to get on stage, so you've been on stage like 4 times since then.
Yeah, went
It's
on.
working.
Yeah, went up Wednesday and then once Friday.
Tennessee. Tell our guests
If I lost his job and became I just came up with that one, though, bad. Which was a laugh. I have a reading disability. I was actually born full Puerto Rican. You guys don't have those out here. They're just Armenians. Bed bugs. I like how everybody got crabs in LA. He decided to call it bed bugs and call it exterminators. I just call my mom. Right now, I'm not gonna call my mom Puerto Rican. I don't know where she is. Right now, I'm looking for anybody with. Sometimes I have a hard time role playing as anybody. It's not.
But yeah, my favorite thing about you is how you silently laugh at the end of
It's like a.
oh, come on. All right.
Committed. I tried. It's good. Just good. First time. I want to go your prime.
Call out your first name.
How old is it? 22. In July. First time. I know your eyebrows. Fucking. Like I thought I would, and it actually felt good. I'm not afraid to do more of something, you guys. Like it. It felt good. Good job.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't know, maybe it's just sometimes there's always that thing where it's like, I don't know whether I've heard it before or whatever, but I'll tell you that it sounded to me was, I like that, I have a reasability. But you on I always remember to be hearing you, you know,
You stop watching
so fast.
later. Yeah, but it's gonna be fun though. It'd be great. So I figure if I just get out like every single. you're saying I should take my time.
Yes.
Sure.
Have it like a normal conversation. Yeah, no, I got you.
Why the middle initial? Kristen Segara.
To distinguish me from the other ones. No, it's it's just a stupid thing. Should I drop them?
Yeah, I say drop the end.
Yeah. No, fucking either way. No, just in from like middle initial.
Yeah, but you know what? It takes a lot of guts.
Yeah,
People like talk about it, but they don't do it. It's hard to get them.
Yeah, no shit.
Very scary. I couldn't move my face the first time. I couldn't.
What, get in your mouth?
Wait, I had you.
Are you saying you couldn't move your feet the first time I was on stage? Or no?
That's good. No, I had my face tight. No, you're right. It's not easy, but you did it, so that's a big deal. Good job.
Cool, man.
Keep right.
Keep having me. I mean, I got it.
All right.
Segara,
First
everybody.
time.
Wearing his father's
And a
favorite
virgin.
shirt.
Keep
But in global silence. Chris, grab that piece of paper. Time for the comedian before that started here 3 weeks ago.
Popping a lot of cherries.
It's crazy.
Last year.
This reminds me of you and the 41-year-old virgin.
Great
Speaking
movie.
of popping
How
cherries.
about that for you guys? Run out the candy. I think it's still available on
Yes,
Redbox.
the 41-year-old virgin, everybody.
Real depth of character there. You should have seen. I played Steve Carell badly. That's when you know you're not that good of an actor. Like I watched, I was like, well, I'm not good at playing another guy playing that character. Like, I really was. And it's amazing. It's amazing.
So you can check out Brian and that and Mike Young's movie.
There you go, Mike Young.
What's that called?
My man is a loser.
Yeah.
Where can people find that?
iTunes.
Find that on iTunes or Redbox now, or yeah, I don't know.
I feel like it's not really in Redbox.
Are you gonna kill yourself?
I just found out. I was supposed to do this press thing for Redbox. I was like, and I literally was like, I'm not gonna do that.
There you go.
That was good. job.
Yeah. Another fun time.
Well thought out jokes. It's a minute, and you worked at that. You worked hard on that. It was good.
Is that the wine check collection that you're wearing?
It is. No.
You were disciplined about it. Like you kind of reminded me of someone who actually you came up here and I feel like you worked at that. You thought about
You wrote
the
jokes.
rhythm and the joke, and it's hard.
All right. Jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it in the work.
That's only a solid that's a pile of
Hey, for the recite for the
Recycling.
carpool one.
Carbon imprint.
Yeah, you want it's gonna get murdered. That's how you're gonna. Like, reduce.
The joke is keeping the number of sexual partners low. I think a lot of girls do that. They have sex with the same guy because they don't want to add new notches to their belt.
Yeah, that you should talk about that.
Maybe.
right.
Right?
Exactly.
No?
Exactly. How you're explaining it now should be part of that. You can stay right in the pocket.
Yeah, that joke. I was like, I swear to God, you're smart. You're a joke. Thank you. You're scared. Come over to my place. We'll talk about it. Like, got a pictures and we'll see what happens. Kimberly.
Me out. It's really bizarre. It's like their dad said, "Hey, you gotta get a job," and they said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna get a blog." It's like if you're so creative, you create a real job. Blog called Cupcakes and Cashmere. saw something that said, I love
The announcer being like, oh, I'm not in the moss covered three-handle family credenza. And I was like, whoa, what? And I looked up credenza and I was amazed to find out that it was named after the dresser. You tell you so. Anyway. What exactly is the side table?
Well, okay, credenza, if you look it up on Wikipedia, there's a few, it's very obscure. There's no, like, matter-of-fact answer, like a buffet table, or also, like, a side table. Like, no one really knows, but, like, people pretend that they do, I think.
Right.
But yeah, that's my credenza. It just sounds good.
Where are you from?
The Valley.
What are the things
Shut you down.
Shut me right down. I'm gonna sound like an acting teacher, but I'm getting to a point, and I guess I'm just getting older. This is it. I hate when a position like this, and then they ask somebody who's out there doing their thing, okay? Or fight, is that fair?
Sarah Weinstein, thank you so much. Follow her on Twitter. She's
Sarah, ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
Sarah Weinstein, always brand new minutes from the both of them. Guys, what do you have that you want to promote? What's coming out? You got that movie? That's a Red Box and on iTunes.
I don't know. Goldbergs right now.
The Goldbergs with our friend Jeff Garland.
Yes.
Who was on just a few weeks ago with Sinbad.
Yeah,
He was sitting right where you are.
Really?
Sinbad was.
That's not that bad. That's his.
I have nothing to promote. Just listen to this podcast. Is good.
Thank you.
This is a very creative
Thank you so much. We have a lot of fun there. Yeah, we're at it.
Oh, wow.
Neil Brennan, you're Neil Brennan on Twitter.
Yeah,
What?
on Twitter.
Brian Kelly.
So why? We got right. Devo Kid, right? Our sponsor. Hey, Chef. Yeah. Thank you again to Weekly Nation for our new set gifts and comic. Thank you. Episode 6. We did it again. Here we are. Happy Monday. Hey, how are you guys? Ready for an exciting Monday and Spence? Here to be guests. Hey, it's always fun waking everybody up on a Monday. And excited and nervous. Welcome, everyone. Glad you guys are. We had a fun weekend, right? I was in Sacramento. People getting super. That's cool.
You guys did comedy show also?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
We're coming to our Phil Tony's going on the road, people. For you audio in Columbus, got it home. October 18th.
Yeah. October 16th, we're doing it. And it's going to be followed by a comedy show right after. Cat Pack, we're going with Tiffany Haddish. We might have some surprises.
Super big hats.
Yeah.
On top of the already exciting fun that we're going to be bringing.
Following week, we're going to be in Phoenix, Arizona at Stand Up Live. Also,
right? Yeah, it's the 29th.
23rd.
Oh, the 23rd. So the 16th and the 23rd. 16th in Columbus and 20th here. To go see us in either one of those cities. You guys want to go to Columbus or Phoenix? Want to go buy an airplane? Another fun packed crowd. Very excited. You guys are here. Packed. There's 7 empty seats over there, but I'm ignoring that section. We had delicious food made for us right over there, everybody. It's a lovely Elise season and chicken. Chili and Dewey. Am I saying that right? Two L's are silent. And Dewey shells, those two L's aren't silent. And cheese. All of that.
Like, hey, I'm going to do it. We're going to be eating all that crazy stuff.
Everybody loves it.
Have well massive.
Guys, we have a fun. I'm really excited about it. Well, we normally don't do anything like this, but I have one of my funniest friends in the world who lately been taking over the music comedy world. You know him from Saturday Night Live. Ever heard that new album called Help Me? It's debut right here. Three hands gonna put Richards, everybody. Rich, yes. It's a brand new song, so new it didn't seem like it was actually finished. Gotta love that. Nothing more fun than brings experimental fun stuff to Bill Tony, as always. So let's keep it moving along, guys. You know where you're at. You're at Bill Tony. That means that there's always a head of security here to keep us safe. Keep an eye on us. Make sure nothing gets too crazy. You might remember the original Patriot from episodes 1 through 30 something, and then he quit because he said he got too big for the show. And he was so irreplaceable, we weren't going to be able to move on without him. To show him how replaceable he is, we've had a new person do his job every week since then. It's actually Will. There you go. Comedy for the David Obama. That I've ever had on this show. They're both return guests. They're both I've worked with them many times, either doing stand-up or in the writer's room. Comedy Central roast writer Jesse Joyce and getting done with high Doug Benson, everybody. Joyce, my Dickinson, my friend, stoner buddy. We always get high. I got too high on getting done with high. I started off with a giant bong rip, and I never fully recovered.
We don't have a sword on set. Getting done with high because we don't want any violence of any kind. And mostly we just want people nodding off in their seats. Because we do get really high.
I just saw the Doug Stanhope episode. That was really great, but it was weird. It was like 8 in the morning or something. It wasn't your regular time.
It was a wake and bake episode, and I was just gonna drinks. I the whole time and whatever crazy morning cocktail.
Fuck out.
Maybe I don't know.
And they're, I don't know where it's
You get hard finding guests on there. Would smoke on
the purpose, and so it's hard to keep everybody happy with the one of the biggest things. It's a dog and on a show like this, no problem. But it turns out they're extremely busy. He has his own show. It's pretty much the same. I'm kind of a standoff there. Like I think I have to go on his show. I don't know what's to.
I quit at 26.
Shit. So I was just getting going.
Willie, you have any questions for our guest tonight?
Yes, I have one fantastic. You had a lot of those different people. Did you get pissed off that someone messes up your show?
I get infuriated when people mess up like that. Oh my god, Larry King was the fucking worst.
Really?
That fucking animal would go up. He like didn't. Used to be mean, and all he jokes, you know, like guy walks into a dentist. Trump was the other one. He was the biggest piece of shit. The wars. He went to the roast. Just like we'd send him a page of jokes, and he'd send it back like redacted, like a real estate thing. I was just like, oh man, contributed one time. It's like, what's the difference between dumb? Crossed out, jacked up the numbers. It's like he needed people to know, you know. And it's like, oh, he needed his syllable dipshit. You know, like, contribute, and then there was some about how he lives a 25,000 square foot marble penthouse. I put 50,000. Like, he needed people to know that it's fictitious.
Yeah, I didn't start till I was 28, and then since then, I guess the longest break was the 30 days for Rabbbi when I didn't work for 30 days. And yeah, now if I really get team, I finally get around to getting joined. It's a great high. My memory systems, like I love these pills that if I took them every day, I'd get used to them. So they're like special occasion pills, or like long flight pills.
It is crazy how different kinds of pot totally fuck you up. Because sometimes I'll go home and hang my buddies, pot in Youngstown, Ohio, where I'm from, is so bad that it literally has its own name. It's Youngstown Brown. Because that was such terrible country. That's just dirty dirt. However, you smoke even and it blows my mind. It's not necessarily what they would call weed.
But it works.
It works very well.
I'm always shocked now that any town would have shitty weed, because anybody with a closet can, put together all the stuff they need to grow and cultivate awesome weed.
Well, a lot of my friends that still live in Youngstown live with their parents, so they literally don't have a closet that they can grow in. So it sucks for making babies.
But that's where they're gonna off with a belt around their neck.
I usually do that from like the ceiling. I didn't know you went into the closet for that. Oh, yes, yeah, they are. They hang themselves in. I get it now. All right, that was a dark conversation. But sometimes you gotta plan for things.
So let's come out of the closet and start the show.
Into the fire.
Yeah. You guys have both been on the show. We always have fun. We had a lot of comedians sign up for the opportunity to get 1 minute on this stage to chat with us. And you guys know how it works. You get 1 minute, you know your minute's up, and you hear that sound of the kitty. You better wrap it up then, or else you're going to bring out West Hollywood Bear.
It's like a bear that's working in a Foley studio. Microphone.
We got a little bit more from you on this thing, Bear.
get off in a few hours. I'd say I would get away from, just for if I would expression there's ladies that are offended by that sort of thing. I love it. On the other hand, but overall, I was just sort of minutes to show that about. Whoever he is, he's got a Bert Kreischer costume on.
Fuck yeah.
What do you got, Tony?
Well, I was really excited to hear. You had me excited to hear what the end of that chick falling on you thing was gonna be. And hey, there's just something about a movie reference. 127 Hours came out a long time ago.
More than 127 hours ago. I don't mind it if it just been, it's an expensive fat lady that you have to get trapped and so that's where it sort of lost me. I have references to movies that are 40 years old, because as long as everybody knows the reference, you can still get away with that sort of thing.
Maybe you were looking for a pocket knife that you didn't have one. Probably the fat chick had a butcher knife because she harvests turkeys. I don't know. Guys, everybody realizes.
Tony doesn't take my advice. He keeps saying fat chick over and over again. But here's what you want to do with the fat chick. Big ass. Well, I don't think anyone would argue that Nicki Minaj doesn't have a big ass. I mean, she does, right?
Yeah, definitely.
That's sort of her thing.
Yeah.
But I don't mean to cut your arm off because her ass is so fat.
Not her ass, no. No, now we're just getting into, I don't think you're going to find the rest of arm cutting off the equation.
Let me ask you, make this thing work. Did fat chick really fall on you? What happened with this girl type? Tell us what actually happened. Tell us the real story without trying to make it funny. How'd you meet her?
We were both at a club and I had too many about PBR and
That's a weird drink.
Right. Scotch and PBR, you might as well just order a fat chick.
that's episode 9 of Relapse with Jesse.